This is a great recording, by the way. We're talking to Mr. Brad Sherman, Congressman. So, Mr. Sherman, tell me about something about the speech today, the historical speech of Obama. I mean, what's the best part that you like?
Well, I think the president really captured the mood of the country and the world, a world that would like to see American leadership, but a leadership that respects international values, and a country that has a heritage of overcoming great obstacles, and yet is certainly at least a little bit daunted by the obstacles we face now, both economically and in foreign policy.
Do you think it's the beginning of a great fulfillment of the people's desire?
This is an ambitious president, and he laid out that ambition, not in detailed programs, but in scope. He basically said, here are all the problems that other presidents found it easier to just ignore and put off. We're going to deal with all of them. And if he can do it, he will be the greatest president of the century.
And do you think this huge expectation of the people can be a burden on his work? I mean, sometimes you run into that kind of huge expectation.
The polling shows people are willing to give him a year to solve these problems. But I know Americans. We're an impatient people. And it's going to be hard to maintain his popularity even 6 months from now, because the economy is not going to be robust 6 months from now.
Now, what about foreign policy front? I mean, U.S. reputation in foreign policy definitely took a very highest level of beating as well in the last couple of years. So do you see any improvement in the foreign relation as well?
Well, we've just gone from the man who is probably the least popular president, not just in the United States, but in the world, and to someone who I think has the tools to become the most popular U.S. president since John Kennedy.
And you think that's a great thing, that somebody who is the most popular president in the United States can also be the most popular president of the world? I mean, in some sense, I mean, it shows that undivided humanity at best.
Well, there's certainly a correlation. Ronald Reagan was the example of someone who was very popular in the United States, not so popular in the world. But usually there's a correlation between those two numbers. I think Obama puts forward a very good face for the United States.
And you also believe Obama is going to solve the Middle East problem, which is actually the reason behind the beating?
I didn't say he's going to take on every problem, all the big ones, and yet I can't be sure that he's going to solve that one. I think we're done.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.